Hey friends, welcome. August 4th, 2025. You know, there's a way Jesus moves through a city that changes the very air. He doesn't rush. He doesn't chase the loudest voice. He notices the smallest details. The tilt of someone's shoulders, the pause in their breath before they speak, the look in their eyes when they think no one is watching. Today is Monday, August 4th, and Chesapeake, Virginia wakes under a warm summer haze. The Elizabeth River stretches like a mirror for the sky, holding the blush of early dawn. Soon, the parks will fill with joggers, the markets with chatter, the streets with commuters. But before the city fully wakes, Jesus will already be walking, already touching lives in ways both seen and unseen. And today, we will walk beside him. It's 6 a.m. and it's time for a morning prayer at the Great Bridge Lock Park. The park is hushed, wrapped in the cool of early morning. A thin mist curls over the water. Cypress knees jut from the shallows like watchmen. A blue heron, still as carved stone, waits for its first catch. Jesus sits at the edge of the wooden ramp. His jeans and linen shirt keep him cool in the early morning warmth. His fingers rest lightly on the weathered boards as he prays. Abba, thank you for this day's first breath. Let my words be a balm for the weary. Let my mouth lift the burdened. Let my presence be the reminder that you are nearer than the next heartbeat. Amen. A fisherman 20 feet away, tangled in silent worries about his marriage, suddenly feels a warmth in his chest, like the pressure he's been carrying has loosened. He doesn't hear the words, but he feels the peace. And for the first time in weeks, his jaw unclenches. It's 6:15 a.m. now at the Great Bridge Battlefield Park. The trail is framed in oak limbs heavy with Spanish moss. Dew clings to the grass, soaking his sandals. The scent of wet leaves and river mud lingers in the air. A young runner limps to a stop ahead, pressing a hand on his knee. Jesus closes the gap with a unhurried pace. Hurts today? He asks. The runner nods, embarrassed. You've been running with pain for years. What if today pain didn't have the final word? He rests a hand lightly on the knee. Just a moment. No spectacle. The ache fades like fog in sunlight. The runner's eyes widen. He laughs, takes a few steps, then breaks into a strong, effortless run down the path. Behind him, he yells over his shoulder, "Thank you." And the sunlight pierces the canopy, turning the dust in the air into drifting gold. It's 8:30 a.m. at the Chesapeake City Farmers Market. The market is alive. Vendors calling greetings, the rustle of paper bags, the sweet tang of ripe peaches mingling with the smell of fresh bread and coffee. Bees hum lazily over the buckets of cut basil. At a produce table, a young mother counts coins for 3 peaches, while her children watch with quiet longing. Jesus steps forward, his voice gentle. Would you allow me to fill your basket? She hesitates, pride and need wearing on her face, then nods. He hands her a heavy bag with fruit. Your table will be full this week. She leaves with tears in her eyes, the children laughing over the unexpected bounty. At the honey stall, a vendor offers him a taste from a wooden dipper. The honey is thick, floral, golden in the morning light. The bees preach a sermon, Jesus says with a smile. Labor with joy, and your work will bring sweetness to many. An elderly woman drops her cane while bending for blackberries. Jesus kneels, ties her loose shoelace, and hands her the cane. Love expects nothing in return, he says, meeting her eyes. Her breath catches as if she remembers those words from long ago. It's 12 o'clock now at the Chesapeake Arboretum. Pine needles cushion the path, the air rich with resin. Dragonflies skim the pond's surface, their wings flashing like tiny mirrors. On a weathered bench, a young woman sketches, hiding her notebook as he approaches. You draw what you see? She nods. Then see the beauty God sees. She shows him her work, a soft rendering of the pond, the light caught perfectly on the water, but as she looks at it now, the drawing seems more alive than she remembered, as if the light itself has deepened. Her voice trembles. I've never noticed the world like this before. A breeze stirs. The ripples form a brief, perfect cross on the pond before fading away. It's 2:30 p.m. now at the Deep Creek Community Center Pantry. The pantry smells of apples, fresh bread, and cardboard. Volunteers move steadily, chatting softly as they stack cans and fill boxes. Jesus joins them, lifting crates without strain. A middle-aged volunteer with tired eyes confesses, I'm worn out. I'm not sure I can keep this up. Then let me carry this with you, he says. She blinks as if the weight on her back, not just the boxes, but the worry, has lightened. A mother lingers at the doorway, holding an empty grocery bag. She looks ready to turn away. Here, Jesus says, you are welcome. God delights in you. When she reaches home, she'll open her bag to find far more than she remembers packing, enough to feed her children for the week. It's 6 p.m. now at the Elizabeth River Trail. The river burns copper in the sunset. Sailboats drift lazily, and the air tastes of salt and faint diesel from distant ships. On a bench, a young man stares at his shoes. No one would notice if I disappeared, he murmurs. Jesus' voice is steady. I would. Heaven would. You are not invisible. The young man's eyes brim with tears. They sit together in silence until the man's shoulders drop and his breathing steadies. Nearby, children skip stones. Jesus joins them, showing the perfect flick to make the stone dance across the water 5, 6, even 7 times. The children laugh, their voices echoing over the rippling surface. It's 8 p.m. now, and we're back at the Great Bridge Lock Park. The sky deepens into indigo. Fireflies blink in the tall grass. Crickets sing in the warm night air. The river reflects the moon in silver threads. Jesus stands where the day began. Father, thank you for the runner's strength restored, the mother's table filled, the artist's new vision, the volunteer's renewed spirit, the man's hope, reborn. Let these seeds grow. Tomorrow, let us sow again. Amen. A warm wind stirs the reeds. The heron from the morning glides silently overhead, wings whispering against the night. So friends, today in Chesapeake, holiness was found in the ordinary, on jogging paths, in market stalls, in a pantry doorway, and on a riverside bench. No place was too small for the kingdom to touch. Tomorrow, we will follow him again, perhaps somewhere special and close to your heart. Perhaps through your front yard. It could be that close, you never know. And when we do, we'll find that every step with him makes the ground holy. And tonight, in the quiet, he whispers, even in the smallest moment, I am with you. Amen. That's beautiful. Hey, before you leave, I'd like to say a prayer for everything you're holding in your heart today. Good, bad, ugly, beautiful, whatever it is that's important to you. Let's help with a prayer, okay? I'll lead. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. Amen. Hey, don't you forget to hug your family. You know why? Because they love you. And I can't wait to see you tomorrow, my friends. God bless you.